route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time, really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
Now Eckler, and an alley to run. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. But also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. A 12-yard touchdown grab. The Chargers, they're able to widen their lead. Bouncing back nicely from that bad opening drive where he threw the interception. Drive number 2 leads him right down the field and into the end zone.
So obviously his confidence was never lost, and that's a good thing to see. Great quality to have, and you absolutely must maintain that as a quarterback. But I have to think that they're probably still on the script that they prepared for this game. Just the second drive. They've worked on these plays all week in practice. Put them to good use on that one.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And last time they surrendered the safety, we know they don't want to do that again.
That is just one of those odd...
Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. It's Chris Harris with a pick.
First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Let's pick it up. It's out of time, guys. Out of time. Let's go.
A give. Eckler running to the right. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Sponge. No. Check 13. Check 13. Hey, lock it. Check right. Yeah.
On the ground, it's Eckler. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Herbert, he sets to fire deep. Incomplete. He had his hands on it but couldn't pick it. But it's now 4th down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. That'll go in the books as just a 16-yard punt. And the Raiders will take over now 1st and 10. The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. They've shown very little offensively to this point. Well, neither team has really. They come up here now, 1st down. A throw left side to start out. That's complete. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the 1st down completion.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
Safety's creeping. Down.
This is Breda. Gets past 1 there. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
Not too many more ideal situations at 2nd and 2 in order to try and pick up a 1st down. They ran it and picked it up.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Once again, they run with Breida on 1st down. And he'll get this up to about the 40. Denzel Perryman there to bring him down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. That one will go as a gain of 11. Raiders having a 1st down as well. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. And nearly picked off there. Almost intercepted. Instead, 2nd down.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. To throw again on 2nd down. Carr. Now this will be caught. Tyrell Williams. And he's brought to the ground with another 1st down at the Chargers' 36. A cool little accomplishment for him passing the football. 25,000 yards. He just surpassed that for his career.
When he was a little guy in the backyard just throwing it around probably with his dad, he thought about playing in the NFL. He dreamed of it. But to put up these kind of numbers while doing so, that's got to be kind of cool for him. He'll enjoy the heck out of thinking about that when this one is over.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10.
637. 56. Hey, Delta. 56. Check 56. 1, Raider 1.
They fake the handoff. Now Carr. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Casey Hayward. And he'll take this back all the way up past the 45-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Hey. 55's my guy, 55. Watch the run. Watch it. Look, squeeze. 5.
Throwing on 1st down. Herbert eluding the pressure right. He's going to take off with it. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the 1st down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Come on, set. 61, matchbox lights. 53.
Call it no gain on the dump off, and it's 3rd down.
That was impressive to me because while it was a pass play, they still rallied to the football like they were filling running lanes, and they were able to put the receiver on the ground.
The Chargers on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6.
Switch. Hatch. Leo. Shoot.
Looking to throw. Herbert escaping the pressure right. He's going to look for Allen now on the deep ball. And he can't come up with a pick. Nearly his 2nd of the game. Instead, 4th down.
The name of the game, as always on defense, put pressure on the quarterback. And that's exactly what they've done today. It looks like they've got him a little bit rattled. That would have been the 2nd interception in the 1st half.
No, a nifty juke there.
Not much fun for a guy trying to tackle him.
12 yards on the return that time. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And 2 picks thrown here in this 1st half alone. We'll see how that affects him.
Can't wait to see where his confidence is, because the great ones, they'll throw 4 or 5 picks, and while it'll hurt their team, it won't hurt their confidence. They'll think something was just wrong with the ball or the wind or something was funny. It's never about them. That's how they stay so into the moment and into the game.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. Play action. Now it's Carr. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. That one good for 13 and a Raider 1st down. Throwing on first down is Carr.
Partner, this is one of the best routes anyone can have in their offensive playbook. Tough to defend because you think it's a go route, and then he breaks it back on the comeback. There's one other thing you need as well.
A well-thrown ball.
Exactly right. You have a guy who has some precision in throwing the football because of the timing of the route.
And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
Another dangerous throw there, partner. I mean, he's already thrown 2 interceptions here in the first half. I don't know if you want to keep throwing up 50-50 balls when you've had that kind of lack of success.
Yeah, absolutely. Very well could have been a 3rd interception in half number 1. They'll run it now out of the gun. He's down inside the 10 to the 8, and it comes on a gain of 8.
That's a gain of 8. Brings up 3rd and 2.
Mike, 44. Watch the run.
Carr looking to throw on 3rd and 2. And that is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. Nelson Aguilar. His 2nd touchdown on the season as they are now on the board here in the first half. The PAT good. It would draw him closer, but hold on just a second. A flag is down on the field. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
At their own 25-yard line.
Okay, ready?
The Charger drive about to get going. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of 6s back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. Over the middle, it's complete. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down.
Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
Let's go now. 18 Gator.
They'll try to pick up the first with Eckler. And he's going to have a first down, but not sure it'll matter as the clock will continue to run. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Hey, wahoo! 53's Mike. Check, 53's Mike. Here we go. 36. Check.
Operating from the gun, Herbert. And he fires one that's intercepted. Jonathan Abram picks it, and he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. Now after the INT, it's Carr. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's taken down inside the 30. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. On first down, Carr. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here. Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. To throw again. Carr. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10.
Watch the eye. White Monday down. 7:34.
From the gun, it's Carr. He may try and run for this. 5 yards that time out of the scramble, but now they're looking at a 4th down situation. Out is Myers for the Seahawk field goal. They'll spot it at the 30, so this is a 40-yard attempt. And Myers able to knock it through. And with that, they'll take a 1-point lead here in the second. So a little late drama in the first half as that kick will give them the lead into intermission.
Isn't this fun the way that this is unfolding? You're exactly right. The late drama, 3 points go up on the board, and we go into the half with a new leader.
And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half. What's the flip side of that? You do something crazy, quarterback gets hit, ball comes free, and now you're down an even bigger margin. Go ahead and take this one, go to the locker room, start over.
And, he took that in one-handed. What a grab. So they'll take the yardage and tack on 15 more for the face mask.
Talk about a play that absolutely costs you in the end. Just trying to do your job, right? Trying to get him on the ground. Next thing you know, they'll march off another 15 against your squad.
Let's go.
So after the penalty, we'll have one final untimed play here before halftime.
Quit talking about it and bring it. Check three, check three, check three, check three, check three. Fair. Mike, 55. Right there in the middle, 55. Let's go.
The final shot before break. Herbert. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we've reached halftime here in Oakland with the Raiders on top as we send you cross-country to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report. The Raiders with the lead already, and they will get the football here as the second half is now underway. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. The DN, Jonathan Allen, making sure his presence is felt.
Well, partner, we know they came out of the locker room down on the scoreboard, but I will guarantee you the defensive side of the ball got super emotional. They can come out and play with aggressiveness, with fury, because they don't have to be quite as precise, and it paid off for them on that play, didn't it?
Sure did. Excellent play, really setting the tone for this third quarter. Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it, sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
Yo, Chief. One, later one. Bravo. 56 to Mike, boys.
On 3rd and 2, Carr got a man. It's complete. Williams. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. Carr now just 7 of 16 passing thus far, but he's got a 1st and 10. Throwing now is Carr. Flush to his right. Now on the run, he'll throw it back deep over the middle. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off by Casey Hayward. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Throwing to start the drive. Herbert, and caught by Henry. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a first down. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
I got you. Hey, check 24. Watch 24.
Here is Eckler. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
It's Eckler again. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. But I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
Let's go, deep, tighten up. Let's go, deep, tighten up.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Charger first down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Hey, orbit. Watch the pass.
From the gun, Herbert. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Max Crosby able to record his 5th sack of the season. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Back to throw. Herbert. Got some real estate inside the 30, and he'll be taken down at the 26. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 26.
Good route, good pickup for first down yardage, and that is a tough one to cover, the angle route, because a running back getting out of the backfield, if you're trying to cover that, especially if you're in the linebacker spot and you're seeing this play develop, he heads out towards the flat first, and that often gets you to overcommit running in that direction. Then he cuts back up inside you into the middle of the field. That's what we just saw there for a nice pickup.
Watch the ship, watch the ship. Ship.
Once more, here's Eckler. They'll be brought down at the 21 after a pickup of 4.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
And we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. Watch QB drop. Watch QB drop.
To throw on 3rd down. Herbert. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. Some boos coming down right now from this home crowd after that call.
Yeah, and that was because of the pass interference call, but for a second there, I thought maybe they'd gotten a look at my appearance as Othello in the high school play.
You were Othello?
Not a good one, let me tell you.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further. 2nd and 15. And the pressure gets to him again. Joe Schobert in there to drop him, and sacks on 1st and 2nd downs. Now leads to a 3rd and long. They need to reverse the trend. The last 2 plays have gone backwards. Now it's 3rd and goal. Off play action. Herbert. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. Well, this secondary has done such a good job of frustrating these receivers tonight. Another example right there on the deep ball.
Sometimes when the sun goes down and it's just the bright lights in the stadium, puts a little extra spring in their step, doesn't it? And that's what we're seeing from the defenders. Doesn't matter whether it's man or zone, deep ball, short ball. That was a deep one there. They're making plays on the football, contesting everything.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Raider offense set to get this drive started.
Let's put them on the buses. Let's put that team on the bus. Check 26, check 26.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Carr now to throw. Got his man. That's Tyrell Williams. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Completes it to Aguilar. 1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. To throw again on 2nd down. Carr throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. The Raiders on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. Again, they'll throw with Carr. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. 3rd down turns to 1st with that 5-yard pickup. Both teams working on short rest, but this has been one of the better Thursday night games we've seen as they come up here on 1st and 10. Carr completes it. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 14 yards is the pickup there at a Raider first. Carr now, a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. Carr going to throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Carr. That's complete to his tight end, Waller. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. And the question now, how do they want to work the clock here on 1st and goal? A field goal would give them the late lead. That's going to be caught by Williams for a Raiders touchdown. Tyrell Williams, his 6th touchdown of the season. And once again, the Raiders are back out in front. And the kick makes it through, but flags come flying in as well. It appears we're going to get a roughing call tacked on. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And they had a long drive last time, but they had to settle for a field goal. And I'm sure that's how it felt to them, settling. They probably should have gotten in the end zone.
Yeah, not out-and-out joy, right? Because that's what you get when you put the ball in the end zone. But there are benefits to that type of a long drive. Your defense gets a chance to take a break, adjust a little bit, maybe get themselves ready to get back out on the field and play a little bit better. So they'll take the benefit even though they wanted the 6 points.
Yeah, maybe wore down the other defense. We'll see. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 33.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. 2nd and 2. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Corey Littleton gets him for a loss of 10 yards from his linebacker spot. On 3rd down, Herbert. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. That one good for 13 and a Charger first. This quarterback now, 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10, flushed out right. And he's going to keep it here. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
He's not going to get me.
2nd and 6. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. LaMarcus Joyner with a pick. There he goes, right side. And the Raiders are in for 6. Touchdown.
Did I just see what I thought I saw? Did I just see what I thought? That had to be. Come on, say it for me. Say it for me. Who picked up that pass?
It's a free safety.
Oh, you got to have those great skills back there. Eyes, anticipation, great hands. And, of course, how about the fluid moves afterwards to take it all the way to the house?
Sounds like you're watching your old game film up here in your head.
Yeah, that's the dream I had of being that player. I just never was.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
On the ready.
The Charger drive about to get going. And fresh off the pick 6. They've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, he's got to be like what we talk about with defensive backs who get beat for a long touchdown. Short-term memory, right back out there doing the things that he does best, and knowing that taking care of the ball is paramount. Here's his opportunity.
All comes back to those defensive backs for the former DB, right?
I don't know where that comes from. It just kind of emerges out of me for some reason.
It's deep in there, right? They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. So from 2nd and long, now we go to 3rd and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
It's a gain of just a couple there, but it's enough to get them the first.
X3.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Had a bit of a lane there, took advantage of it. Give him 7 there on the 1st down carry. Give him 7 yards on the carry, and it will take us to the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Yeah, I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
That 4th quarter, maybe you do start to watch as the arm there, the leg's still there. This has been a tough game. From the gun on 3rd down. Herbert going to throw right side here, complete. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 41-yard line. Now a fake on the give here as they try to run pass option. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion.
Brings up 2nd and a yard at the Raiders.
They'll run out of the gun with Eckler. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2. Looking to throw. Herbert eluding the pressure right. He dropped it. Couldn't hang on in the end zone. So no 6 points, incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. They'll run for it with Eckler. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this fourth quarter. The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. Back to throw. Herbert. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by the linebacker, Corey Littleton. And he will bring this across midfield to the 49-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
A boost here to start the drive. After the penalty, it's 1st and 5. Here's Breida. He's got a first down and more inside the 30. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Matt Breida. His second touchdown on the season. And the forced turnover on defense leads to 6 points. Myers connects on the PAT. And that will make this a 19-point game. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds left to play. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. Looking to throw. Herbert. Now we'll get whistles, and they've signaled for a timeout. Not sure I see the logic in this, but we'll get a stoppage anyway with 5 seconds remaining. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. One final shot. They'll look to throw. And they're going to sack him yet again. The pass rush has been relentless. This time it yields a safety. And the safety there, another mistake, and these mistakes just keep piling up.
How many more can they make? They put themselves in such a massive hole now. Going to be difficult to dig out from under.
Yeah, for sure they can't afford anymore at this point.
Y'all already know what time it is, huh? Playing skills, you did. Ice on the wrist, draw on the wrist, watch out flip, watch out whip, I'm in the whip, I'm gonna rush, I never switch, ice on the wrist, draw on the wrist, on the wrist, watch out flip, watch out whip, I'm in the whip, I'm gonna rush, I never switch, I get the money, but I never switch. They saying you switch it, you won't. You know they came from the bottom and now we is lit. You was lit, I gotta get it, I gotta get it. You hating cause I on the wrist. Why bet you wanna be famous, huh? They act like they made us, huh? You know I'm icy in Vegas, huh? This for the that hate us, huh? I make a lot of new money, huh? When it's not savers, huh? You be liking my flavor, huh? I think it's cause ice on the wrist.